The world is filled with two kinds of people. You get the dreamers and the ones who live it. Dreamers talk about what they want. They imagine success. But those who live it, they work hard, chase their goals, and make it happen. In today's video, I'm going to talk about a few businesses that I think everybody should know about, and the pros and cons of each of them. So without further ado, let's get into it. So business number one, dropshipping. I think almost everybody who watches videos of Andrew Tate or Luke Baumer or Iman Gadzhi knows a thing or two about dropshipping. And if you don't, a quick little overview of what dropshipping is you are connecting the client or the customer to the product, which is sold by a specific company. So you're the middleman. You don't take care of any of the shipping. The company does that for you. All you do is make a website, connect the company that has the products in any niche that you want, and then get the customers to buy from your website, and you take the payment and pay a small fee to the other company that sells the actual product. So you're really the middleman here, but you also make a ton of money if you know how to do it right. So let me go over the pros of this. Pro number one, you can do this business from anywhere in the world because all you need is a cell phone or a laptop and an internet connection, and that's it. Pro number two is that you don't need a lot of money to start this. Maybe $100 max. You can get a free website or a paid one, like on Shopify. You can connect that for free to the supplier who owns all of the stock. And then all you have to do is with your website, market a little bit, socially advertise your website, and you can have your own business name, and that's all easy to make. Link your payment to that. So when people buy from your online website, all you do is your website automatically sends all the information of the customer straight to the supplier, and then the supplier ships it all to the customer. So you don't have to do any work. And the last pro that I want to talk about regarding to dropshipping is that you can pick any niche or any topic in business, and that can be your shop and the products that you sell. I used to have a dropshipping store, and my niche was online home decoration and things that's technology savvy that you can put in your home, such as lighting or Alexa, things like that. And there's some really cool niches out there that you can choose from, whether it be from sports to pets to animals to home decor. It can be anything, technology. It can be something online as well, maybe a online course from someone else or anything of that sort. Music or songs. There's an infinite amount of niches that you can pick from. So that's why dropshipping is a nice business for you to start. Maybe not as a beginner, but I'll get back to that in the cons. But it is a nice business to have when you're more experienced because you can really make the business tailored around your likes. So without further ado, let's go into the cons of the business. Okay, so there's two cons that I want to talk about for dropshipping. The first con is that it's a highly, highly competitive market out there. Because so many entrepreneurs who own YouTube channels or online spaces and have personal brands talked about dropshipping 2 or 3 years back. So many people are doing dropshipping. Yes, you can make a lot of money from there, but as a beginner, that's why I said this when I was talking about the pros, it's not a very good business to start as a beginner because not only don't you have business experience, but dropshipping has a lot of competition. So you really need to understand the market like a pro if you want to be able to stand out from the rest of everybody else. And the second con that I want to talk about is that sometimes the supplier isn't very good when it comes to handling the shipping or taking orders. So that's why it becomes a little bit of a sticky situation when you look at some suppliers. A few of them are very good and work well with dropshippers, but then you get some that aren't that good in handling the shipping, aren't very good with customer service, and sometimes their products aren't even of good quality. So it's up to you to judge and maybe have a word or email the supplier and probe for a little bit of questions to see if that supplier is going to benefit your business or if it's going to cause problems. If it's going to cause problems, scrap that, find another one. But if it's going to benefit you and your business and they have a clean track record and they work well with other dropshippers, then go ahead, and if the niche is the same that you picked, go ahead and add them as your supplier. All right, so for the next business, this one is called an agency. Many people have agencies around the world, whether that be a small, medium, or large-sized agency. I'm an agency owner, and my agency is pretty small, but picking up pace quickly. So, what's an agency? An agency is almost like a dropshipper, where they connect the problem, or the product in this case, to the supplier and the customer. But in an agency, this is where you connect a customer or a client or another business to a problem that they have and offer a solution. So not a product, but an actual solution. And the solution most of the time is your agency helping to make their business grow even faster. So now for the pros of the business of having an agency. So pro number one is you actually need no startup capital to start an agency. Where dropshipping you need around $100 to start, here you need absolutely nothing. Although you could obviously pay for the more premium services, but if you have no money in the bank account, you can start an agency literally today while I'm making this video, because you need no money. All you need is a bit of time and a bit of patience, and that's it. So starting an agency is excellent for beginners or experienced people because it actually has no financial risk in there. Now, for the second pro, when you have an agency, you usually have a few types of people in there. One is a copywriter, because they do a lot of the actual work and solve the problems of other businesses who consulted your agency. And then you also have the sales reps. Sales reps are the ones who take the call and do all of the talking. The copywriters work behind the scenes and offer the actual solution, whether that be a website or a landing page or a script for a new advert. So a beautiful thing about agencies is that in the market, there's a high demand for copywriters and sales reps. So by having an agency, you really will get some of the best copywriters and sales reps there are in the world, and you'll have a large variety of choice to choose from people with different skill and age levels around the world. So that's another excellent pro that I love about agencies. And now for the last pro of having an agency is you can have also an infinite number of money that you can make from it. You can have, this is called a low ticket service, where the prices aren't that high that you charge for the business or the prospect or the client, whichever you like to call it, and they will pay you that money that you have asked for. You also get the high ticket. High ticket is thousands, 10,000, 20,000, 100,000. So you can, based on your service and the problem that the other business has, you can ask for a low ticket price or a high ticket price. So you can literally make a ton of money every single month as long as you have the skilled people to actually deliver this high ticket service, and you have businesses who can pay that money. So I'm talking about big corporates and enterprises. And when you work with them, you get into the big leagues and the big money as well. But before that, you'll obviously be in the low ticket. Although some people, they want to go to the high ticket straight away. But most people go to the low ticket first and they experiment over there. And even then, it's a good amount of money, hundreds to thousands. And it's an excellent way to really gain experience and get a feel for how agencies should handle their money and how they should price to different clients. Okay, now time for the cons of an agency. So for the cons of an agency, there's not many, but I'm going to talk about two. So the first one is going to be time. So agency owners are going to need a lot of time, especially when starting out. It's going to take time to build your website, make a logo, choose a name, and get people to, for example, copywriters and sales reps, unless you both of them yourself. But if you want other people to work for you, it's going to take time to find people like that as well. And this one leads to con number 2. Finding people. Sure, you have a large variety of people to choose from, but sometimes, I'm not saying all the time, but sometimes people can tweak their online resumes, for example, on LinkedIn, and this can make the process of selection a bit tricky for yourself. So the best thing to do is to actually have a phone call with the person that you, almost like an interview, as if you're interviewing the person so that they can work for your company, your agency in this case, and you can see if he aligns well with you. Just like when you have a drop shipping store and you're trying to see if the business, the supplier, is going to benefit your business, it should be the same here, where you're almost as interviewing the copywriter or the sales rep, or maybe a social media marketer or something like that, and actually see if they're going to benefit you. Some of them want to maybe make more money than the price that they see you offering them. Sometimes they'll push the price. So here you're going to have to use your very good sales skills to win them over and find a good deal. You can work in balance and have a nice flow of income. And another cool thing about agencies is that you only get to pay all the people that work for you at the end of the month. You always get paid by your suppliers and businesses in the beginning of the month. That way you use the money they give you, you use a percentage of that in their actual solution that you're using for them, and then whatever's left over, you then pay at the end of the month to yourself and everybody who works with you. So that way your business or your agency is never out of money. So now let's move on to the third business. For the third business, affiliate marketing. Many of you must have heard this as well, but if you're new to all of this business things, I'll explain to you. Affiliate marketing is where you are working for a business, say Adidas, for example, and they have a new product, a new shoe, and they want to sell this. What they'll do is, one way they can get more customers to buy that shoe is for excellent marketers out there, but they don't want to pay for a high ticket agency to market for them. They want to keep it low budget. So what they'll do is they'll hire affiliate marketers. These are people who market for the shoe, and they'll get a percentage of money every time someone who went through that affiliate marketer's link to the Adidas website and bought the shoe, they'll get a percentage of that charge payment. So here, a pro of this, well, the first pro of this, affiliate marketing, you can really make a ton of money from this, because if you're a very good marketer, every single person who clicks your link and buys that shoe, every single time they do that, you are going to get a percentage of their payment. Some businesses charge 5%, 10%, and maybe rarely 15%. But I guess the more you work for them, the more percentage you get as a bonus. And now for the second pro of affiliate marketing is that it's flexible hours. When you work for an agency or you're a drop shipper, I think agency would have the most time, would be the most time consuming business, but then drop shipping would take a bit too, customer service, drop shipping, the supplier, all of that. But really, affiliate marketing is quick and easy. You just make a few videos, you get the marketing out there, and while you're sleeping, you could be making money. Not that you can't with all these other businesses, but with affiliate marketing, it's just a bit easier, and it's also good for new beginners. You just need a bit of marketing skills and you'll be a-okay, rocking it and making a ton of money. And now for the cons of affiliate marketing. There aren't too many. I'm going to talk about a few. So the first one is that it's going to take a bit of time to actually get an audience. So it's like starting a new YouTube channel or a TikTok page or an Instagram page. It's going to take time for people to follow you and like your posts and see your video. So it'll take time to actually grow your channel. And marketing is a little bit of a sticky game because especially for new people, it takes a lot of time. Some people are gifted, they're so good at marketing, they know how to attach and get people's attention onto their videos. But for most people, at least for me, it wasn't that easy. Owning a dropshipping store, I know a thing or two about marketing for products and services. It takes time. So other than that, affiliate marketing is an excellent business, and I think it's great for beginners. You just need a bit of help maybe with marketing and you'll be all good to go. And for the fourth and final business that I'm going to be talking about in today's video, this business is called freelancing. So a freelancer is almost like owning an agency, but instead of being all formal, you're more informal. So maybe you're not working with big businesses and corporations. When you're a freelancer, you work more with one-on-one individual people, and if it's a business, it's going to be a small one. So freelancers, there's a few freelancing websites that they would sign up for. One being Upwork and another one Fiverr. These are places where some businesses, if they want low ticket services, instead of going to an agency, they'll go to a freelancer. Especially coaches online on social media, they'll look for freelancers instead of agencies, because agencies could usually charge higher prices than freelancers. So now I'm going to talk about a few pros of freelancers. All right, so for the pros of freelancing, I have two. The first one being that you can choose you can choose so many types of services, from web design to copywriting, maybe even sales. You can choose so many different things, and it's going to be fantastic because this business model is perfect for people who have a lot of skills, or maybe just one skill, but aren't able to show it in an agency. So it's perfect for singular people who want to make money. The second pro that I want to talk about is you can choose the amount of work you want to do. So you get to choose how many people you are going to do work for. Unlike an agency, when people schedule for you and they just book calls with you and you just have to do the calls. With a freelancer, you have your own set time schedule that people have to follow. So with this, it makes it very easy and it's a less time consuming workload for freelancers to do. And now it's time for the cons of freelancing. Okay, so for the cons of freelancing. Con number one, freelancing in terms of money, it is a bit of a sticky situation. Not too sticky, but a little bit mucky. You see, when you're doing freelancing, unlike an agency, when they tell the price, in freelancing, you give a price as well, but there's a lot more negotiation because it's less formal. So for this reason, you're gonna need some good financial skills, and your management of the prices between low ticket and high ticket is gonna have to be flexible, because some people will pay low prices, some of them will pay high. So it all depends on the person you are working for. And for the second con, which is actually the last one, this one is about the marketing. So you're gonna have to market yourself, because otherwise people's not gonna know who the heck you are. So for this, you're gonna need to have good marketing skills, and many businesses out there, I think 3 of them that I spoke about today, or if not all of them, require a certain amount of skill level for marketing. Marketing is huge. Marketing could be a whole business by itself, but I just wanted to go over a few basics today about these smaller sub businesses. So continuing with this con, you're gonna need a bit of marketing skills here because people need to know who you are. So building a small personal brand online, whether that be Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, wherever that may be, just to tell people about you, maybe get a bit of followers up there too, get a bit of engagement in your social media platform, so that when clients look at your profile, they see a well-developed businessman. So those are the 4 businesses that really out of hundreds that you could start as a beginner. But these 4 are excellent to start with. Okay, so that's it. Phew, that was a lot to take in. These 4 business models are perfect for beginners, intermediate people, or advanced. Thus, 4 businesses are going to help tremendously with gaining experience and scaling to 10,000, even 100,000 figures per month. So if there's any more questions, you can leave them down in the comments below, or you can go and watch other entrepreneurs talk about these businesses as well. So without further ado, thank you so much for watching, and until then, I'll see you next time.